为什么一直觉得奇怪
Don't get nervous, Joey. Hey, welcome to the fourth episode of ARTphibia.
This time our artist is from Canada.
And her name is Elle Anhorn. Enjoy the show!
That's 402 for the entire population in the tri-state area. That isn't even one measly hotspot per town. If you believe that's a network, then you probably also believe in me. Just kidding, I'm totally real.
My name is Elle Anhorn. I'm originally from North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and I've been in New York for about 4 years. Well, I came to New York after I finished my BA. I went to university in Quebec, and I studied theater and music there. And after I graduated, I knew that I wanted to do more acting training, and I wanted to go somewhere where I knew there would be work, so I decided to come down here. So I go to auditions pretty regularly. Right now, they're mainly for commercial and print and voiceover. We went on an audition for a Christmas commercial.
It was pretty quick, but it was good. With me, there were about 6 other people around my time, but I imagine they're going to keep auditioning throughout the day for at least a few hours. So, and then the callbacks will be tomorrow if I get a callback.
But I didn't get it. I'll get the next one. But I recently did a commercial that's going to be coming out soon, and I've done a few before then. I did a Panera bread commercial and one for Match.com, and I've done some voiceover for radio and television as well. And yeah, so that's my acting work is semi-regular, and that's the kind of auditions that I go to every week. Through, trying to pursue my career here, I've got to do some pretty cool jobs, and the coolest one was getting to be in a Madonna video. I was like background in a Madonna video, and it was such a cool experience. I think that no matter what I do, in the future, that will be like the coolest thing I ever do in my life. It was pretty amazing to be in the same room as Madonna. I mean, I never would have imagined I could do that.
Let's go get some donuts!
Oh, I love Brooklyn. I was living in Manhattan before I moved to this apartment, but I love Greenpoint. I feel so at home in Brooklyn because, it's just full of people my age who are equally ambitious, equally driven, and it's a very rejuvenating and revitalizing feeling to wake up every day, trying to fit in as much as you can into your life and trying to pursue your goals with as much energy as possible, and to move about in the world around a bunch of people that are doing the exact same thing as you. It really keeps you going. And so I love being in Brooklyn. I love being in Greenpoint. It's a beautiful area. also a burlesque performance artist. So that's my other main. When I do burlesque, I am playing my burlesque persona, whose name is Sadie Edie, and then within that, each act is themed differently, has a different theme or context. Some of it is referential, so it's like a tribute to a television character or a comic book character. And some of it is just on a specific issue. You know, I took a class a couple years ago and I thought it was just going to be an experience just for fun and to, you know, kind of like feel self-confident and find some empowerment. And when I took the class, it totally blew my mind. It was more enjoyable than I could have imagined. And also the community was incredibly welcoming and just full of really cool people that I wanted to get to know better. So I decided to just kind of do it on the side, and now it's a really big part of my performance identity. I'm doing it a lot more than I thought I would. And I feel great when I'm on the stage. You feel like a superstar, you feel like totally powerful.
To the stage. Sadie Edie!
Sadie Edie!
Let's bring her up. Make some noise for Sadie Edie.
Then you come back on, or you come on. So you guys have this whole crazy scene, and then...
To hell with being a star. Looks like Destiny was calling me to wear the deer stalker hat. Who's that argue with Destiny?
I would like for you all to do a lot of hooting and hollering for our next guest, because she's going to remove her clothing for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Sadie Edie.
Strangers in your fever, scream me again. Never kisses, or you ever send a full stop. Do you know where the mountains go? They all undertake your own. Way down a week, there the sun is in my heart.
Mostly because of the nature of burlesque, it's sexually empowering and I'm taking my clothes off, and so that could necessarily be a problem, but only in the sense that maybe some companies or some brands wouldn't want to hire me because of that. But you know, it's important to try your best to keep your integrity as an artist, and at the end of the day, I think the burlesque is important. It allows me to express my own point of view artistically. And, you know, you only live once, so I don't think you can worry too much about what may or may not hinder you in the future. You just kind of have to, especially creatively, you have to try to, like, keep yourself open to making the kind of art that you want to make, no matter what. When I went to college, in my second year, I took a playwriting class and totally fell in love with playwriting. And so that was the moment, I guess, for me that the theater and the writing really intersected in a major way.
When I write a play, I usually write it, most of my plays are from the perspective of a young girl, and I do that on purpose because I think that, you know, you gotta write about what you know, and I'm a young woman, and the issues that are important to young women are important to me. So it makes sense to me, and that's usually where I start, from within the perspective of a girl. But it depends. I'm gonna choose a good one. 50 reasons why tongue says yes. Tongue says yes. Tongue says when. Tongue says could and can and will. She wags. She wages war with words. She wounds and goes in for the kill. Tongue protects me with her no. Tongue's a catch you can't let go. She wields her wit, steers the wheel. A wet-whetted sword and a cut cold as steel. Yes, the tongue is a knife, or a slice to the spine, or a slap to the cheek, or a grab at the throat. And more than that foot, or that elbow, that fist, my tongue pokes a hole in the side of your boat. I'm going to keep going.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I think that to make it in New York, from the little that I have learned thus far, I think it's important not to try to curate your experience too much. And what that means is, I think a lot of people come here with a very specific vision of what they think life is going to be like in the city. And if you try to plan it too hard and like try to find that perfect experience, I think you're going to be disappointed. You can gain a lot of energy from having all that around you, having so much opportunity around you, and I think that you can harness it for your own benefit if you just kind of like, just let it happen. There's rats in the subway. It's okay. You know, you're gonna be packed into a tiny space with a million other people all around you. It's okay. You know, let things be. Let it be. Yeah, chill out. Yeah. That's a really important idea to be an actor as well, because you're going to go to a lot of auditions and the majority of them you will not get that job, and you can't take it personally, because if you do, you'll be sad all the time. You have to kind of realize that there's a lot of people that want those jobs, but you have to trust in your own talent and your own skills and be confident that you're going to be cast in the things you're meant to be cast in. And you have control over it in the sense that you can work hard and go to the auditions and train and keep training and, you know, do your part. I feel good. I think I'm in a good place where it doesn't hurt me too much when I don't get a job, because I know that I'll have another opportunity tomorrow, you know.
Hey, it's Simru. Thanks for watching our 4th episode of ARTphibia. If you like us, subscribe. See you soon!